What's going on, guys and girls? It's your guy, Willie Cunningham, coming back at you with another video. Ooh, the coffee's done. But I wanted to introduce you all to my new friend in my office. Don't that bad boy look ferocious? Look at him. Yeah. But anyway, this video is not about lions, even though it very well could be. This video is sort of a ramble, but I wanted to kind of touch on the fact that men were kind of being ignored nowadays. Not really ignored, but uh, we are being pushed to the back burner in a lot of situations, like especially in the most important situation in the home front. Like I've said in a previous video, when society and the media talk about men and they portray men, it's always in a negative light. It's always in a comical light. We just celebrated Father's Day here in America, and I got some emails, and some of the email, it linked me to a page where it was talking about like 25 great dad jokes, and they was all pretty much putting down men. Like, okay, maybe they're funny to some, but I think one joke was like, before I had kids, I had six different ideas or methods on how to raise kids but he said, now I got six kids and no methods. So I mean, okay, yeah, it may be funny, it may be a little comical, but and it's true, there is no handbook on how to be a parent, let alone be a father. But there's a lot of children out here that wish they had a father, whether he was the smartest guy in the world or not. There's a lot of children that would be better off in the home with the father. But the the main thing I want to touch on is how the men, whether it's a husband or just a boyfriend or a father or whatever, we're being downplayed uh, in the homes. Not every home, but in a lot of homes, the fish in the fish tank is on a higher level than the husband. The mailman will get a cup of lemonade and a cookie. The kids will get everything they want. You want to watch Netflix? Okay, what do the kids want to watch? The family pet dog will get more attention than the husband. He might get a back rub and maybe a bottle of water, a cup of coffee if you beg the woman in some instances. Now, that's not to talk about everybody's house, and I don't know everyone's business. I don't know everyone's situation, but from what we see in movies, what we see in the sitcoms, like there used to be a show called Home Improvement with Tim Allen. He's a funny dude. I love the show, and I didn't realize until recently how they portrayed him. Like, they just portrayed him like an idiot. And okay, maybe they created that show because they knew all the characters was going to do a good job playing those roles, but it's like, what roles were those people in? And never failed. Every episode, the Tim, I think that was his name in the show, uh, he would always do something stupid, and the only way for him to get some consolation was to go to his neighbor and they made it seem like he was whining to the guy and he couldn't figure anything out, and so he had to go talk to him to try to figure something out. And the wife and the kids were way smarter than him and knew way more than him. When in reality, it's supposed to be the exact opposite. The father is supposed to be the wise one. When there's a problem, when there's an issue, not when there's a burglar in the house or you heard a noise at night and now you want the man to be big and brave and bold and go check out that sound. We need men to step up and to assume those roles again. Don't expect men to be men only when it's convenient. Like I heard a guy on the podcast say that everybody's talking about there's toxic masculinity out there. Well, okay, there might be, but not every man. I swear, I promise you, every man is not toxic, and masculinity is not toxic for in every situation. Because there's women activists screaming that stuff until it's time to go into a burning building and someone needs to get rescued. You know what I'm saying? It's toxic until we got a war going on and you need some tough male soldiers to go and fight. Even though nowadays men and women in the military is being replaced by these drones and other robots. So there's really not a high desire for that or high need for human fatalities, which is a good thing. But like I said, masculinity is toxic until that comes up. And even in the case of drones, you still need someone to push that button to fly that drone and seek out the terrain and still push that button to make the mission complete and to do what you have to do. It takes a certain amount of guts to do that. So, but anyway, yeah. How do you all feel about that? As a man, it makes me feel like we're not needed, and in a lot of ways, we probably aren't needed because women they're on welfare, they have jobs, which it's okay to work and everything, but I'm saying there's no more room in people's lives for men anymore. But 20, 30 years down the road, the woman's been single, and now she wants to try to kindle a relationship with a man, but she's been independent for half of her life. All of her children's life, she's been single, or she's got a system down, and the last thing a woman wants to do or should do is throw something like that in there and interrupt it all, especially if she has children. I don't know. Like I said, I'm rambling. Um, they're making songs encouraging women, talking about that women they're beautiful inside. They don't have to change a thing, but they want these model type muscle bound men with the perfect chiseled face and chin and perfect chiseled abs and they scream he's got a dad bod, but they don't really want no dad bod. They want those Magic Mike looking guys that know how to do everything that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really want. But but women want us to accept them for how they are. Okay, you're 300 pounds and you got purple and green hair, and you want men to accept that and say, "Oh, you're beautiful like that." No, you're not. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. That's not cute. It's not sexy. That's one thing I appreciate about my wife. She does take her time to get ready. It may take an hour, but I'm sitting there waiting on the couch, like I wish she'd hurry up. But deep down on the inside, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that she's taking time to be a woman, getting herself ready, looking presentable, because women are a reflection of men and vice versa. So I'm just saying though, why don't they have any messages out here or songs or commercials saying that okay, maybe we're not perfect the way we are, but I think I heard Zac Efron say that the way he got in shape for a couple of his roles, like I think one in what was it in the Baywatch movie. He's saying, yeah, it felt good to be in shape, but don't think that men everywhere have to look like that because it's unrealistic. Now I did appreciate that and I heard that. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with men getting themselves together because it boosts your confidence. And they say appearances are everything. Like your mate will definitely appreciate it. Even as you get to the level that you want to get to, don't compare yourself to nobody, but focus on you getting to a level that you like and that you want to be at. I don't think there's nothing wrong with getting your body together, getting your mind together, because if we want to be better, we have to do better things. We got to get to a different level and step the game up. And unfortunately, yeah, to some degree, it is a game. And I may go deeper into that on a different video, but for now, I'm out of time, guys and girls. But I really want to leave that with you and let you think about that. Like, why don't we see more messages that's empowering men? And I don't mean this soft, fluffy stuff. I mean like some serious messages that empower men and say, hey, men, you're still wanted. You're still important. You still belong in the family. You still have a place in society that needs us. And I think we really need to get back to a place where that's the truth. I mean, it is the truth, but we need to realize that and get back to that place. Something to think about. And I hope that you all really do think about that. Men are here for a reason and women are here for a reason. There's not one sex that can tackle or they can't take over both roles. Men can't be mothers. Mothers can't be men. They can try to do the best they can, but they can never assume those positions. They can try, and it might be a little awkward. There's a reason why it's a little awkward. But enough rambling. That's all I got for you all today, and hope you all take that to heart and think about it. Until next time, peace.